Season 4, Episode 1. Welcome back to Sauna IE. It's Saturday. It's our 1 year anniversary. And I'm glad, it's been a whole year, man. The year just blew by for me personally. And I'm always reflecting back on my accomplishments, my failures. And I'm really grateful that I stuck with this from the jump until now, especially we're headed into where we are in season 4. And I feel like I said, this whole year just blew by for me. And I'm just grateful that everybody stuck along on this journey, on this train. But man, on to a bigger season, bigger interviews, bigger questions. And I just can't wait for what it really will transpire to. But we're still in the growing phases. It's like planting a seed. The seed has been planted. Now it's like breaking through the dirt. So this is what this is. But y'all get what I'm saying. But welcome back to Sauna IE. I'm your host, XO. Like I said, this is season 4, episode 1. And we back, man. It's been a journey. On this episode, I just wanted to discuss what I'm going to be discussing on this season. Basically, entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. And how to start a business and why you should start a business, as well as some mental health tips and a lot more I'll be discussing throughout the season. And I just wanted to really touch bases on the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. I have a few guests, a few entrepreneurs that started their businesses in different fields. I'm going to be interviewing them and seeing why they started the business, what they learned so far, and what they plan to accomplish, their vision, their passion. Just really, when I get the interviews, I'll get into the depths of the interview and get to know the whole mental aspect of running a business and entrepreneurship. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Once again, it's Saturday. I know y'all just waking up, chilling in. Y'all like, man, I'm just getting up, had nothing to do. But this is the anniversary episode. 1 year, we in. We're just getting bigger and bigger once again. Thank you for tuning in to Sauna IE. I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and then I'm going to hit y'all with the quotes of the day. Season 4, basically, like I said, it's all about entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs starting a business. If you've been having the business I want to do this business strategy, or I got this business in mind that I want to do, but I don't know how to take the necessary steps, this is what this season is for. Giving you the necessary steps to take, giving you the right characteristics to have, as well as that passion, that drive, the journey of entrepreneurship, knowing that there will be good days, there will be bad days, there will be slow days, there will be slow weeks. It's just all about part of the journey, applying yourself and taking that initiative and having that passion, that drive to never give up on yourself or on your journey or in the field you're in. Maybe you'll have to re-strategize your plan or your mission, but never give up on yourself and what you're trying to do. So that's why I just wanted to discuss entrepreneurship. I know a lot of entrepreneurs myself that I'll be having on the show, and I'm truly grateful for them. Shout out to them. Just really, it's that era, it's that time, it's that era where you should start your business. There's many businesses to start, and there's many fields to start. I have past season 3, I talked about different businesses to start in a recession as certain businesses to do. So if you're passionate about anything, look and see if you can turn that into a business, or see how you can learn more about it and create that business in a way. So with this episode, like I said, we're just being informative and getting y'all familiar with the whole entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. My first quote that I have for y'all is, stay focused and stay determined. Don't look to anyone else to be your determination. Have self-determination. It will take you very far. And with that quote I was like, oh, this is perfect for an entrepreneur. Especially being an entrepreneur, you gotta be focused. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay determined. You can't look for outside help to keep you determined, keep you focused. That has to come from within inside you to stay focused and determined on what you want to create and what you want to develop, and have that mindset, have that vision. Everybody won't have the same vision as you or the same work ethic as you. So you gotta keep yourself determined and focused on the journey that you're going on. You can't let nobody look for the determination somewhere else. You got to be determined yourself. You got to be focused yourself. It all starts with you on any journey or anything you're doing. Look within yourself to stay determined, stay focused, have that self-determination. Like I said, it will take you very far. If you're always a determined person, you have that self-determination, you'll go farther than others who aren't determined. So stay focused and stay determined on what you want to accomplish, especially if you're starting a new business, a new journey, a new class, a new career. Stay focused and stay determined, and don't let that determination deteriorate. I mean, like I said, we all have the days where we feel like, damn, I don't want to do this today. But those are really the days where you got to really dig in and really do it and have that confidence in yourself and that focus and that determination and your why. Why am I doing all this? That's what it comes down to. And that will give you that energy, that boost to push you up like, all right, I know why I'm doing this. I know today I started off, had a sluggish day, had a bad day, but I can change my day and change my mentality to be more positive versus having this negative aura in me. So stay focused and stay determined with anything and everything you're trying to do. My other one is believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. Self-belief as well goes hand in hand with the first quote and this entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, just being anybody in life, anything you want to do or accomplish, you have to believe in yourself. That self-belief will take you a long way because you are braver than you know. You are more talented than you know. You're more capable than you imagine. But we always doubt ourselves. Doubt kills a lot. And we can't doubt ourselves with anything that we want to do because we're powerful beyond measure. We can do what we want to do. We can achieve anything we want to achieve. We just have to put our minds to it and put that work in. Put that work in. You have to maybe do that research. Maybe put that extra time in, put the extra laps in, put the extra minutes in, put the extra reps in. You have to do extras just to get you what you want to do off the ground or just being accomplished. Never settle or be complacent or raise the bar. When I'm just right now, I'm thinking about gym reps and everything. Everything, I'll always go back to fitness. But doing that extra 2 reps of yourself, you can do it. Push yourself. It's all about pushing yourself and believing in yourself that you can do it. Once you push yourself, you're like, damn, I know I can do that. And then you'll start looking at other stuff that you'll push yourself through and complete. It's all about pushing yourself and having that faith and confidence in yourself that you can achieve and do anything you want. Once again, that quote is, believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. Believe in yourself. I'll be right back. So with this season, like I said, I want to discuss entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. I will be interviewing entrepreneurs about their journey, their story, their purpose, my journey through entrepreneurship, my sacrifices, and my purpose, how to start a business and why you should start a business, as well as mental health tips and a lot more on this season. So entrepreneur, what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who organizes, manages, and assumes the risks of a business or enterprise, taking on greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. It's about challenging yourself and work the way you want without answering to a boss. You're risking your personal wealth to establish it. Some examples of some entrepreneurs: Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft; Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple; Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook; Pierre Omidyar, founder of eBay; and Arianna Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post. So, as you see with those many entrepreneurs, I believe we all know Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Steve Jobs. We all seen, Mark Zuckerberg, you've seen the social network, how he started with a few classmates. He invited the classmates to his room to do a project. Only thing, I believe like 2 or 3 people showed up. Steve Jobs found, Apple. We all got iPhones, probably listening on the iPhone right now. Steve Jobs innovated how the whole smartphone process works. And Bill Gates, we all used Microsoft growing up, whether it was in school, at work, or something of that nature. But with all 3 of these, they started. They took that risk to say, I can make the world a better place, and this is how I can. And they enlisted help. Not everybody will see your vision in the beginning. Not everybody will be a part of the journey in the beginning. But in the end, they're like, oh, I helped so-and-so out, or I was there when they really wasn't. So it's all about, you can ask for the help, but don't be so determined to get help versus just trying to do it on your own, figuring out the stuff on your own, especially when you see the vision that you have. Maybe others will see the vision if you tell them, but half the time they won't. Half the time they'll show up on you. Half the time they'll flake out on you. But it's all about you keeping that self-determination, staying focused on your vision, on what you want to do within this entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are like gamblers. The chances of winning increase when they have the right cards. One thing about entrepreneurs, they have a tolerance for risk taking, and it's a necessary attribute. Starting a business is risky. We all know that. Even more so when you're using your own money. Sometimes you can spread the risk by convincing investors to be a part of the journey or forming an entrepreneurial team. What's an entrepreneurial team, you ask? An entrepreneurial team is a group of people that help spread out the risk of the new venture and also bring in different talents and skill sets. So maybe you have to find an entrepreneurial team. Maybe you all have the same vision. I would love to find an entrepreneurial team where we all have the same vision and we create a business. But then again, it's like you have to split it certain ways. Some people won't be on the same page at the same day. So y'all got to just make sure y'all have the same mission within the entrepreneurial team. Entrepreneurs, they need creativity. Like I said, Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg. These two brought innovative products to the market that changed the way we live. Facebook and Apple. Successful entrepreneurs innovate in one of two ways. They can bring an entirely new product or service to the market, like the first cell phone. I remember my first cell phone. Bruh, I was so hyped, but it was a piece of shit. But it was a cell phone at the end of the day. I was like, oh, let me text my friends. Oh, matter of fact, I wasn't texting friends. I was playing a game. If y'all remember the snake game, that's the games I was heavily playing. But back to the conversation. On the other hand, they can radically improve upon something in a dramatic way, like the iPhone. Changed the world of smartphones. For real, it really did, because I know y'all remember the Sidekick days. I think I went from Sidekick to the iPhone. Once I got to the iPhone, it was a whole different wave, and it was really worth it. But so, like, the iPhone changed the smartphones and how smartphones are now. Think about, just like 10 to 15 years. Let's reflect back 15 years ago. 15 years, we in 2005. I think the iPhone was, but it was still like the first phase of the iPhone, I believe. But either way, it changed the whole smartphone game till now. Every smartphone is now an imitation, or they got some tips or clues from the iPhone. Also, entrepreneurs need initiative. They lead. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to take initiative and be a leader. If you aren't willing to start without being pushed, your business will never get off the ground. I'll be right back. The reason I've always felt like, me personally, I've always had the entrepreneur gene in me, because I've never liked authority, if that makes sense, or never had like being told what to do or when to work on that daily basis. And that developed over time as I was working jobs. I still have that itch in me, like, man, I could be doing something else and making way more money and helping people out versus doing what I'm doing now. Like the jobs I've had, my first job was JCPenney. That job was mad cool. And then from JCPenney, I did security at Kaiser Hospital. And from there, I just did security jobs, bounced around from security jobs. And then I went to delivering for Amazon. And throughout that whole process, I still had that gene, like, okay. It slowly developed where I started picking up different habits, different traits, different passions, and learning, okay, what I love doing, what I want to do, what I want to spend my career doing or my lifetime doing that will make me happy. And I would just necessarily say Music and photography was like the biggest things at the time while I was doing that. And my love and passion for podcasting didn't develop until like, I want to say a year ago as well, like last January, where I really developed the passion for podcasting and what podcasting can be, especially how you can really take the time, educate people, and they really listen, and it brings value to their life. That's what I want to do. I want to bring value to people's lives, help people out with any problems that they're dealing with or anything they're dealing with, or if they even just need some advice or somebody to talk to or confide in or something of that nature. That's what I want to do, provide value as well as provide knowledge with each episode, every episode that I do. So like I said, if you've been hearing me before, I wanted to do blogging. With blogging, I wasn't really feeling, and I just dove into podcasting, and from there, it just took off. And I'm really grateful for it. But that's what entrepreneurship, a part of it is, like finding your passion, finding what you love doing, and finding what you want to do, and not really selling with the 9 to 5. Like, yeah, we got to work 9 to 5, pay our bills. But at the end of the day, is that what you want to spend your whole life doing? When you're really not passionate about that job, when you're easily replaceable with that job, when you have to really wake up and be on a set schedule versus being on your own schedule, being your own boss and creating your own streams of income and doing what you love doing. Like, I know there's people out there that love their 9 to 5, love their job, but let's rethink. Let's take a step back and think. Like I said, 9 to 5, you're replaceable. And versus with your own job, with your own business, you control everything. You have sole ownership, I want to say. So it's like, why not take that chance or take that risk to start a business or start something you love doing versus helping somebody else fund their dream, or consistently going 9 to 5, working your 9 to 5 and consistently clocking in for somebody else's dream and helping them sustain their dream versus your dream slowly dying in the process. Because all you're doing is working 9 to 5. You get off work, be tired, want to go home, eat, rest, relax, do it all over again the next day. That's not what life's about, in my opinion. So that's another reason why I want to start this season doing the whole entrepreneurship. So I want more entrepreneurs to come out, more people to realize, hey, I can start a business too. Let me just apply myself and figure out what I would love doing and how I can benefit others, or how it can benefit me, however, whatever your perspective is. But it's just all taking that time and doing the research, putting the effort in, making out the plan, realizing what you're passionate about, what drives you, what's your why, what's your purpose of this, what career do you see yourself doing, or business running. You want a personal trainer, yoga instructor, you want to be a shoe collector, sell shoes, restock shoes, sell clothes, sell jackets, sell beanies, sell stickers, sell balloons. It's all stuff I'm just looking at. Sell water, just different stuff to get that mind rolling. And I think the entrepreneur aspect starts too. If you ever had a lemonade stand selling lemonade, that can be good too. You can go to garage sales and resell stuff like that. But just get that mind, get your brain rolling and functioning, and start going and seeing what can you do. Is the 9 to 5 it, or is there more to my life? And that's what it goes down to. So, but there will be sacrifices. There'll be risk on becoming an entrepreneur, and you're built for it. You may think, oh, right now I'm not built for it. You are built for it. And like I said, I'm always here to help when it comes to that. So if you're willing to take that risk and make some sacrifices, start getting your mind going and seeing what you want to do, what drives you, what makes you happy. I'll give you a brief break and I'll be right back. Seven characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. Number 1, self-motivation. This is the most important trait that you have to have as an entrepreneur. You always got to be self-motivated, because I always talk about there's those days where you don't feel like doing nothing, where you just want to take the whole day off, where you question yourself, where you doubt yourself, where you have no confidence. That's where you have to have that self-motivation to keep going and pushing yourself forward to succeed, and still having that vision of that beautiful destination, that final destination, that your why, your purpose, your main goal. Have that vision and never let it deteriorate or deter simply because you're having one of those rough days, those hard days. We all have hard days, rough days, and those days are there for us to learn from and really just take a step back. Maybe you have to take the day off and just analyze and see, am I heading in the right direction? How have the last few weeks been as I've been on this journey, on this entrepreneurial journey? Where have I lacked? Where have I surpassed? What are my new goals? Is my plan still on the right track? So you still have to be self-motivated, but those days where you don't feel like doing shit, take a step back and just analyze everything, your peers around you, the people around you, the whole journey itself, and see if you're headed in the right direction, see if you may need help, or see if you just have to like re-strategize your plan. And that's just being self-motivated. When you want to succeed, you need to be able to push yourself. You aren't answering to anyone else, and that sometimes means it's hard to get moving without anyone to make you move. You need to be dedicated to your plan, even if you aren't receiving an immediate paycheck. So, self-motivated. Like I said, you got to be dedicated and self-motivated, because nobody's pushing you to achieve your dream. It's just you versus you. Lazy you, present you versus future motivated you. So it's just really putting that time, that effort in, and have that self-motivation, always being motivated. Give yourself that motivation of, why am I doing this? Why did I start this entrepreneurial journey? Why did I start this career? Why did I start? That's what you have, that why in your head, or why you started. It will give you that motivation to flip the switch to be like, all right, I know why I started. I had a subtle relapse, but I'm back at it, and I'm more hungry, and that fire is in my system. So that's what it comes down to, as well as understanding what you offer. Whether it's a product or a service, you need to know where you fit in, and that means you need to know when it's time to tweak things a little bit. And this also includes knowing whether you're a high-end, middle of the road, or a bargain with your product or your service. Are you a high-end product, or a middle of the road product, or a bargain product? So you got to keep that in mind and understand what you offer to the market, as well as being able to position yourself, then adjust as needed is an important part of entrepreneurship. So understanding what you offer and where you're at. Like I said, are you a high-end product, a middle of the road product, or a bargain product? What do you have to offer? Maybe you have to tweak what you're offering. Maybe you started as a bargain product, but maybe you have to move to a middle of the road product. Maybe you're a high-end product, but you got to go to the bargain product. So you got to really understand what you offer, and really just put that time in the research and study your competition, study the industry that you're in as you're taking this journey. Learn from their mistakes, as well as learn from their accomplishments. Don't just think you know it all or have it all. So understand what you offer. Another one is take risks. That's the biggest one, because playing safe almost never leads to success as a business owner. And I'm dealing with that right now myself, taking a risk of, I got my streams of income, cutting off one stream of income because I'm really trying to refocus on my podcast, my music, and my photography. So I'm taking that risk of leaving that stream of income behind, but I have faith of where I'm headed, to where the new streams of income I'm working on will surpass the stream of income I had. But it's all about taking that risk and taking that jump and taking that leap of faith, having that faith, have that self-belief in yourself that you're going in the right direction, that right path, versus thinking, dang, questioning yourself, or really living for opinions of other people and living for other people. It's like, nah, I feel like in my heart, I'm doing the right thing by taking this risk and doing what I have to do to steady move forward on my journey. So taking risks, you can't play it safe when starting a business. And understanding calculated risks that are more likely to pay off is an important part of being an entrepreneur. So you got to understand the calculated risks of what you're doing. Me, with the risk I'm taking, I calculated the risks, and the pros outweigh the cons, in my personal opinion. So that's what I had to do. I had to take the risk. I took the risk. I'm taking that leap of faith and believing in myself and having confidence in myself and the universe and God that I will prevail through this risk, and the risk will turn into a reward. So it's all about having that belief and staying persistent and consistent, and knowing that at the end of the day, you're doing the right thing. I'll give you a brief break. I'll be right back. One thing I want to add about taking risks is we're all still young. So take that risk, make the mistakes, and learn from them. That's the only way you can grow and get better throughout life. And like I said, we're all still young, so we can make mistakes. But it's like if you're making mistakes, taking that risk, learn from that risk, and still steady move forward and keep pushing forward to what you want to do. You're still young. Don't give up. Don't feel like you're pressured to accomplish everything within this year. As you can see, 2020 has been a fucked up year, but we can still learn from this year, learn how we did good, learn how we did bad, learn about our peers, learn about the people around us, and just really learn, like, just take the risk, make the mistakes. You're still young. You're still growing. You're still learning. Nobody has it all figured out. You won't never have it figured out. So just be open and willing to learn from the mistakes you make, the risk you take. Take the risk. If you're contemplating on something right now, take that risk, man. Don't keep questioning yourself about the risk, about doing something, and you just look back with regret. Don't have that regret in your life where you look back let's say we're 5 years ahead, it's 2025. You looking back like, damn, I should have started that business in 2020. But I'd had that faith and confidence in myself. Man, start now, take that risk. Time is of the essence. That's all I want to add it. For my next characteristic of successful entrepreneurs, we go on to number 4, which is know how to network. And that's important to me because you got to know how to talk and communicate with people. That's how you build your business, your brand, and you as a person. Sometimes who you know is an important part of success. Being able to connect with others and recognize partnership opportunities can take you a long way as a business owner. Figure out where to go for networking opportunities and make it a point to learn how to be effective. Me, networking, any industry or field you're in, you always want to just network regardless because you never know who may know somebody that can connect you with somebody. So wherever you go, wherever you at, like I say, word of mouth is the best promotion. And that's basically what networking is: talking and communicating with people, associating with people, adapting with people, getting to know people, getting to know who they are, what they are, and what they're about. So wherever you at, learn. I know we're doing the whole COVID right now and whatnot. Keep your 6 feet, but still interact with people, get to know people, and see who they are. Maybe you have to, hey, can I get your number down just to see if we can just connect and build something together. You never know. So learn how to communicate and network with people, the peers around you, simply because networking is a big part of it. We got to learn how to network to, like I said, build our brand. Word of mouth is the best promotion. You'll hear that anywhere and everywhere. Promotion through mouth is word of mouth because you can see it, you can feel it, you feel the authentic. I can't say the word right now, but you feel how authentic it is. So learn how to network. Networking is big for me. When I first started podcasting, I was not a networker. But as I grew with podcasting, networking became one of my favorite things to do. Not network with people, talk to people, interview people, see what people are about, see their stories, see their history. And that all developed with podcasting. Me being able to communicate more, network more with people. And I really love and appreciate that about podcasting. At first, I was just an introvert, keep it to myself, always in my head. But now I'm always talking, see how other people think, how other people operate and whatnot. And once again, I'm thankful for this podcast because it helped me with the communicating and networking part of it. So if you're having a hard time networking or feel like, damn, I don't know how to network, it's really simple. Like I say, word of mouth, but easily go on Facebook. I want to say MySpace, Facebook, MySpace, Google, email, just anywhere you can see people, just interact. Instagram, DM people, talk to them. If they in your industry or if they're not in the industry, if you want to connect with them or work with them, tap in with them, talk to them, see what they're about. Don't automatically off the bat try to offer your assistance. Build a relationship, communicate with them and see how they are, and then see how you guys can help each other along the way. But communicating is a big part. Networking, communicating, networking, same thing, is a big part of being a successful entrepreneur. Number 5, basic money management skills and knowledge. You're like, oh, I have basic money management skills. You'll be surprised. A lot of people don't. But that's one of the keys to a successful entrepreneur. Understanding how money works so that you know where you stand and so that you run your business on sound principles. So you got to have a budget you have to have a budget with your business, investment plan with your business, just seeing where all the money goes. Managing your money is a big part of being an entrepreneur. You can't just, I made $1,000 today, I'm going to splurge that. Nah. You got to reinvest into the business and put the money in investing and seeing what supplies and products that you need for the business to sustain the business. Whenever you make your money, you got to see what the business needs versus what your needs are. So learn how to manage money and the knowledge of money. Number 6, flexibility. Be willing to change as needed. Stay on top of your industry and be ready to adapt to changes in the process and product as they are needed. Sometimes you also need flexibility in your thinking. This is an essential part of problem solving. You want to be able to find unique and effective solutions to issues. You have to be flexible as an entrepreneur. You have to be flexible and willing to change as needed. That's the biggest thing. If you're not flexible, if you're always like, no, I know right, or I know what I'm doing, this has been working for me, nah. You got to be flexible and always willing to adapt and change to society and with the industry that you're in. Because it's like you can keep doing the same old things, but you're getting left behind. So it's like stay at top of your industry. See who the biggest top 5 distributors are in your industry and follow their steps of what they're doing. Take little keys from what they're doing and apply it to what you're doing and how you can tweak and maneuver that. So always being flexible with what you're doing. So flexibility is a big thing to be an entrepreneur. You can't be firm on your decisions or anything. You always got to be open-minded and quick to adapt to change. Change is for the better. Change is for the good. Number 7, final one, passion. Successful entrepreneurs are passionate. They feel deeply about their product or service or mission. Passion is what will help you find motivation when you're discouraged and will drive you forward. That's facts. And passion is like, you got to be passionate about what you're doing. Don't be doing it just because. Whatever you want to do, whatever you aspire to do, have that passion behind it. Have that passion in it. That passion will spark that self-motivation to where you're like, damn, I ain't motivated today. But you have that passion to where, nah, I have to be motivated because this can help somebody else out who's not motivated today, that I can help them and uplift them and have them reach their goals and reach where they want to be. So it's more than just about you. It's about helping somebody else that needs your help, who you might not know at the time, but whatever you're doing may be helping them. So have that passion, have that drive, have that self-motivation. As well as if you find yourself losing passion, that might be a clue that it's time to move on to something else. But there are many serial entrepreneurs that create successful businesses, sell them, and create something new. So your passion may be one thing today and something else tomorrow. But as long as you have that passion, or you feel like you're losing that passion, you may have passion for something else that you have to build up and do. So like I said, it's serial entrepreneurs that create successful business, sell them, and start something new. It's a part of the business. So if you find yourself losing that passion with the industry you're in, you're like, let's say, man, I've been doing this for the past 10 to 15 years and the passion is slightly there, but I have a new passion to where I want to sell lemonade all day or something like that. So just it's all about finding that passion and keeping that passion, keeping yourself motivated and going through anything and everything. Because there will be ups, downs, there'll be struggles, there'll be hard times, there'll be doubt days, there'll be hard days, there'll be trials and tribulations. It's all a part of the entrepreneur journey. There's always ups and downs on the road. There's no clear road, straight path there. No, you got to go through the hardships, blood, sweat, tears. You got to dedicate yourself. You got to make sacrifices. You got to take risks. It's all a part of the journey. You can't just settle and be complacent with the good times. You got to embrace the hard times, embrace the failure, embrace the process of learning how to build a business, how to build an entrepreneurial business, how to build, just enjoy the process, embrace the process, love the process. There's failures, there's risks, there's hard times, there's all that. But at the end of the day, when you look back, you're like, damn, it was all worth it. So that's what it comes down to, man. Once again, this is Sana IE, Season 4, Episode 1. What an episode, man. This episode has me so hyped about everything. And I just want to really let's go over what I discussed, man. Like I said, I'm going through my notes right now. We discussed my quotes of the day. Like I said, the quotes fit in with what I'm talking about. Once again, the quote is, the first one, stay focused and stay determined. Don't look to anyone else to be your determination. Have self-determination. It will take you very far. Have that determination in yourself and staying focused, man, no matter what you're doing in life. Another one is believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. Have that self-belief. You are talented, you're brave, you're capable of more than you imagine. Never give up on yourself. I discuss what is season 4 going to be about. Season 4 is going to be about entrepreneurs, the entrepreneurial journey, mental health tips, and just everything to inspire and help and bring value to people's lives with anything and everything they're doing. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to Sanai. Discuss the entrepreneur, one who organizes, manages, and assumes the risk of a business or enterprise, taking on greater than normal financial risk. So you got to be willing to take that risk and the financial risk with everything you're going through. Let me give y'all a brief break and I'm going to finish up the recap. I discussed that you have to have a tolerance for risk taking, and starting a business is risky, man. We all know that, but if you want to start a business, take that leap and just have faith. As well as discuss the entrepreneurial team, a group of people that help spread out the risk of the new venture and also bring in different talents and skill sets. I discuss entrepreneurs need creativity. See how Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg changed the way we live today with Facebook and Apple. I was going to say Apple Music, but with Apple and the Apple products. Entrepreneurs need to be innovative and have that initiative that they have to lead. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to be a leader. If you're willing to start without being pushed, your business will never get off the ground. So if you have to push yourself, you have to have that self-motivation. That's where the 7 characteristics of successful entrepreneurs come in. Got to have that self-motivation. Always got to be motivated throughout anything, because you will be tested. But those tests will become testimonies and strength for others who will deal with the same things that you're dealing with on this journey. Understand what you have to offer. You have a high-end product, a middle-of-the-road product, or a bargain product. Number 3, take them risks. You can't play it safe. You got to take that risk, especially if you're young. Take the risk, make the mistakes, learn from them. You never know. Taking that risk may pay off. Know how to network. Networking is a big key to everything. Knowing how to network is vital in the entrepreneurial game, in any business or anything that you do or want to do. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Number 5, basic money management skills and knowledge. Number 6, that flexibility. You got to be flexible with anything and everything that you want to do. And number 7, last but not least, passion. Excuse me. Having that passion, man, because you have to be passionate with anything that you're doing. Especially with this. Having that passion with it. You'll be unmotivated sometimes. You'll not have that motivation. You'll lack that motivation. You'll lack that discipline. You'll have a lot of lack. But having that passion and sticking with it, you'll be good. You'll motivate yourself to keep going and keep pushing forward. As well as, y'all know, I got the end of the show quotes. My first one quote is, never respond to an angry person with a fiery comeback, even if they deserve it. Don't allow their anger to become your anger. I always talk about controlling your emotions. Never let somebody get under your skin or make you infuriated or angry or pissed the fuck off to where you want to chew their head off. I always talk about it's about winning the war and not the battle. Never let somebody's anger become your anger. Smile, laugh it off, and just keep calm. Maybe you gotta say in your head tranquility, woosah, some word that brings you peace to where you know that you snap and the person you snap won't end up in pieces. So keep that peace. Never let somebody's anger become your anger. It's never that serious. My last one, quote of the day, leave y'all with Saturday. Y'all know it's the 1 year anniversary. Sanai, shout out to all y'all that's been here riding, grinding with me. I appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. I want to thank you once again. Subscribe to the show. If this is your first time listening, subscribe and let me know what you think. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you listen on Spotify, go ahead and hit that follow button. And new updates, new shows will be coming up. Like I said, we'll be coming back July 20th. So we're going to take a week break and we'll be back July 20th. I'm looking at the calendar now. We're coming back with the Entrepreneur season. So I appreciate y'all. And my last quote is, keep faith. The most amazing things in life tend to happen right at the moment when you're about to give up. Always have faith in anything and everything that you do. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your journey. Never give up on people. Love yourself and respect yourself. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Be back with y'all July 20th, episode 2. We dropping and we're going full steam ahead. All aboard and we out.